Radiant team, ban. Dire team, ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
In the spirit.
Dire team pick.
Lion.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Oh.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Morphling.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Faceless void.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Clockwork.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Warlord.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Zeus.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Runic.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Prepare for battle.
Get my settings nice and well. Hello, Joe TV. Sorry about that. We are now with me, and I can hear. Well, you can hear me. I can't hear you. Imagine if I can hear you guys. You can get Dota TV casters in. Co-cast. Find a co-cast of Dota TV. That'll be the day. So LGD going to be running Sylar on the Morphling, Yao on the Ember Spirit, Faith on the Zeus, MMY on the Lion. Oh man, the MMY Lion used to be the mid classic. Now it's the support classic. And in July on the Clockwork. No big surprises there, just as you'd expect. They're actually roaming 5 through the enemy jungle. And over on the HGT side, it's going to be pretty hot on the Rubik, ZSMJ on the Juggernaut, Kaka on his Wisp, Icy on the Void, and Air going to be going mid on the Troll Warlord. He's going to be pairing up with this Wisp who is going to be rushing a bottle, so pretty hot doing the Courier Ops duty, and both teams warding their enemy jungle. Pool gets blocked here by HGT, and this is an important block. Even Observer Ward, you want to get the full Observer Ward duration. A Sentry not really, I mean Sentry, you block it for the first 4 minutes, but often you don't see a Wisp looking to stack this until about 3 minutes onwards. The problem is you can't just suddenly roam into the enemy jungle to drop that ward 3 minutes in. So you want to block it now, and this will block it for a good long duration, unless we see Sentry Wards come out. But Kaka gets the Bounty Rune, gets the level 1 bottle now as well because of that, and that frees up the Courier a bit. Not that I feel that's something hugely important. Ooh, I haven't seen this with Wisp before. Cut down these trees, and you could actually kind of stack from the left side now, if you so choose to. You've got an okay team for killing it. You've got the Healing Ward, you've got a kind of interesting lineup, and HGT are actually going to be going offensive tri-lane for now. The Wisp does have the option to kind of swing back towards the mid lane, but it seems they're going to tri-lane it up, look to shut down this Morphling farm, and MMY has to be really careful. He has got boots, but there's a Wisp tether, now the Blade Fury. MMY in trouble early on. Can they get the tether slow? Doesn't look like it. MMY needs to turn and impale, and he's not going to do so in time. Didn't level it up and couldn't get it, and first blood goes the way of HGT as a result. ZSMJ is going to have a level 1 boots at 1 minute in, and that is fantastic when you go for this stout shield regen build and having boots already because of the first blood. This lane at top is in trouble. They get that kill on a boots Lion without boots in their Juggernaut. Don't think LGD were expecting to find the Wisp in that top lane. Probably expecting him to be kind of just putting some pressure onto Yao, but Yao 1v1. Troll actually, I would say, does fine and almost wins. Probably has a slight edge against Ember Spirit, especially at early levels. Waveform out of top force here as ZSMJ went for another Blade Fury. And with the Wisp having a fast follow, there is constant mana regen, so I almost like the idea of having the Wisp plus Juggernaut here together at top lane. We see a Magic Stick popped up, and we'll see even the Overcharge used just to make that bottle regen come into play. And there we go, Jug, back to full HP and more or less full mana. Has one Blade Fury for now, and what is Injuly up to? I guess there's a big creep wave under the tower, and he's going to just get one neutral creep, pad that CS stats. As 2-minute rune is going to come up. Kaka, he wants the top rune, and he's going to get it. Wisp gonna, come back. They've got the lift here, the tether slow as well. MMY getting body blocked, and the Impale not gonna catch the SMJ. He dodges it. This is gonna be a second kill. MMY. The feeds continue. Mama Ya says, Mamma Mia. As ZSMJ gets, well, he doesn't get the last hit for that one, but gets HGT their second kill from his Blade Fury, and he's back to full mana, back to full HP. He can keep fighting. This Wisp dual lane is causing all sorts of problems for LGD. This new aggressive playstyle that we're seeing from a lot of the Chinese teams to fight early on. A lot of them, it's more around the 10-minute mark. You look at what IG are doing. You look at kind of Vici Gaming, but for HCT, it's all about the lanes. They're picking this Wisp and looking to dominate laning stages. And picking this lane dominate for mid lane as well with Air. CSing well, 13-4 to the 11-3 of the Ember Spirit. The one lane we haven't looked at too much, Void versus Clockwork 1v1. Clockwork winning the CS battle right now. I see not having much fun, I imagine, against the Cogs harass, and Void picks up a little bit. He has got decent base damage, and I'm surprised he can go for like a poor man's shield here, but does have a Magic Stick, and I think you kind of need that mana regen, especially if you lose all your mana to a Cogs. And the problem is right now he's only got, well, if he gets hit by a Cogs, pushed out, and then the Battery Assault gets in range, he's basically dead, because he won't have mana for the Time Walk if he gets hit by a Cog. So he's going to play very defensively now. That's the thing, if Clockwork hits the Cogs on you, which he should, if he's any halfway decent Clockwork player, you have to play very cautiously in this lane. Maybe if you went for like a level 1 Magic Stick, you could have some more charges here. I see just trying to get up close, hoping for that Bash RNG, but doesn't find it there. You want to stay close. You want to make sure that if Clockwork wastes the Cogs in kind of melee range and you get trapped inside of it, that's perfect. You actually don't mind getting trapped inside as long as you don't get mana burn. I mean, he's going to Barrier Assault, maybe force out a Time Walk, but as long as you're not taking damage and mana burn, things get a bit easier. But that's the 1v1 matchup. I don't think we'll see any kills there unless Injuly outplays his opponent. Top river though. Rune going to spawn here, and it looks like they're going to leave this one for Kaka. He's going to heal up the Troll Warlord and help him out as far as the lane goes against this Ember Spirit, which has proven to be pretty equal. And LGD's Yao is definitely the play to look out for as far as getting LGD back in this game, creating some more space, because Sylar at top is not farming well, and he's going to get initiated on once more. The waveform out, the chase is there, Blade Fury going to force some more strength, loses the tether though, and Sylar will get back to his tier 1 tower, so all's well that ends well for Sylar as far as he's concerned. As long as he doesn't die, he's happy with that. ZSMJ going to continue to farm well. He's got 15 CS, so he's actually not that far ahead of the Morphling. And that's where if you're LGD, maybe they don't see the CS tallies right now, but they're keeping up as far as most of the lanes go in CS. They're not getting completely out-farmed. And Clockwork at bottom in July is about to hit level 6 and is doing fantastic. He's got 25 CS, has a bottle, has clarity out, may even see him go for something like a rotation towards mid, or pick up a TP scroll to help out somewhere like top lane. A lot of these heroes are very hard to gank. If you're Jug, you just Blade Fury it off. If you're Troll at mid, you've got a pretty good HP once you're in that melee form. And I imagine we see him go for those kind of early game fighting items, like a Treads, Magic Wand, maybe the Phase Boots, but anything just for early HP, even just the Casual Braces, the Ring of Aquila, these early fighting items on a Troll Warlord can go a long way. For HGT, they got those 2 early kills, but I don't look at that and think, okay, they've got themselves an early lead. This to me is the first blood, the Juggernaut. It helped him out as far as not getting outlaned, and without that, I feel like this top lane would be Sylar farming really well. So definitely it helped out their lanes, but by no means are they ahead right now. The net worth is ever so slightly in their favor. You can see the trend, it's actually dipping downwards ever since those kills. That was the second kill which got them a 1k net worth lead, but since then, LGD are crawling back. They're actually out-farming their opponents in lane, with Clockwork doing well against the Void, Ember Spirit holding his own mid, and There's going to be Lion lurking around behind Yao. Level 6 here, and this is where you got that triple Fire Remnant burst damage. A 300 burst damage nuke if you want to use all three. Not easy to kill the troll, especially when he's got the magic wand, but if it's someone like a Rubik rotates in, that to me is, you're looking like a kill. Something we haven't talked about, Zeus is being awfully quiet here. And I guess, I mean, you're a Zeus. As a support Zeus just not dying, you're very vulnerable to ganks here. Don't really have any good escape, and he's just got the boots level 4. And the fact he's level 4 is nice, but he's going to get going on here. Faith trying to juke and jive. Will turn and bolt Kaka. It looks like Sylar looking for a return kill. Will get the kill first, so Zeus even gets XP for that one. And Sylar, he can keep fighting. There's no Blade Fury, which means Clockwork can go in with a hook shot. He's even got a haste rune now, lifted back. The healing ward comes into play, and getting that is not going to be easy. But there we go, Sylar's got it. Now he's got another waveform. ZSMJ doesn't have to heal anymore and will go down in the cogs. Sylar even getting the last hit. He gets 2 kills out of that. Big turnaround, great rotation coming in from Injuly, and with the Wisp Rubik up top, they could just be some additional kills. Wisp comes in, Injuly with a waveform, Sylar's morphing strength. He's going to get lifted up, pulled back into the tower. He's running out of mana here, gets a bit from the magic stick. He's still alive for now. The just gets clipped by the whirling axes, and Injuly, he's going to run. He's going to turn and fight. I don't know about that decision, but Yao shows up with a 2-hero Searing Chains. He jukes 2-hero Impale from MMY, and Air going to go down as well. It's a disaster top. Great rotations first from Injuly, now from Yao. Yao's run out of mana, but he's going to be AOK. Still has 2 bottle charges, and ZFMJ just forced a Blade Fury out of this one. 5 kills to 4. LGD get a big swing in their favor. 1,500 gold changer, 4 for 2. And HGT, any kind of minute lead they had, is gone. This is LGD in a nutshell. They rotate well. They get their core heroes involved at the right time. They realize, like Sylar, he's having a tough time in the lane. That's okay for the first 5-6 minutes, but as soon as he gets ganked that like second or third time, even if he dies once in the first 2 or 3 minutes, they don't mind. But what they do mind is when he gets ganked around the 8 to 10 minute mark. That's when you'll see the level 6 Clockwork coming in, the Ember Spirit even coming in. And Ember Spirit with runes is just, he's got no downtime. He's going to constantly stay up. He doesn't have to go back to base. He's got the runes, he's got the Fire Remnant TP trick. He's constantly out on the map and looking to cause problems. And that's kind of where Yao fits into this team and is going to give HGT all sorts of problems over the next few minutes. So for HGT, they've got their work cut out for them. They are doing decently as far as levels go. Both supports approaching that level 6 here. Icy still bottom. This is the one hero we haven't seen kind of come into play just yet. And with a Battle Trance, he can go for kills. The Troll plus Void. We don't even see any attack speed items on him. Just the Ring of Aquila. Picks up a Belt of Giant Strength for some extra HP. And the potential for a Chronosphere kill, you kind of want to use it when you get into play. But there's no damage to dump in the Chronosphere. No AA Ice Blast, no Change Frost, no Witch Doctor Ward. And guess what? I see, yeah, you're probably going down. No, maybe not. They get the Searing Chains. Time Walk away. Ooh, gets it before the Hex. Could have gone for maybe the longer range Impale, but the hook shot going to find him. Triple Remnant in. Down goes the Void. Yao getting the last hit for that one. Looking just to kill secure here. Probably not needed to go through all his Fire Remnants, but he wanted to make sure they got that kill. Top tier 1 tower now being put under a bit of pressure here as Sylar, he was farming mid, didn't really like laning against the troll. He's going to head top, and he's not going to like top lane much either without some support, but support is on the way. MMY's Lion approaching level 6, but this tier 1 tower going down fast. No glyph available. It's going to get down to deny range, but looks like LGD, if they bring in numbers, could look to secure the deny and keep HGT away. Morphling does get the deny. It looks like Wisp tried to tether in and go for that. He even tethered a creep for it. Healing Ward with Wisp Tether is a synergy we haven't talked about yet, and something which will, well, anyone tethered, getting healed up by that Healing Ward will regenerate HP very quickly. There is some incredible sustain on this HCT side. I mean, their 3 cores are tanky to begin with Void, Troll, and Jug, and you throw a Wisp in there. With Tether regen, you throw a Healing Ward in there. And this is the kind of the synergy, though, they need to actually pull out. They can't just sit back and try to play a farming war against Sylar's Morphling, with Ember Spirit creating space for him. And right now, the tempo of the game definitely favors LGD. Even with the top 2 farmers being the Jug and the Troll, these are heroes who need to have that farm advantage if they want to stand a chance against a Morphling in the mid to late game. HCT gonna try and make some plays happen. LGD just slightly off with this smoke. I think they're expecting HCT to be kind of in this jungle area, but the rotation is actually towards mid. Yao, Fire Remnant back to his tower. That'll get spotted by the smoke gang coming in. They're going to have to chain stun this well, otherwise should be looking at a kill here. Is there a Void Chronosphere? Nope, and he gets the Fire Remnant out, gets lifted up even mid-Fire Remnant. Have not seen that happen before. Not going to get the kill though. And LGD themselves now smoking mid. They're going to lose their smoke in a second. They get to the high ground though, so they can hide up here for now. And in July, in position for a hook. He's going to go for it on air. Yao's got a double damage rune as well. This is not a fight you want to take if you're HGT. Oh, but they get a good Chronosphere off. Sylar off to the side here. One kill on the Ember Spirit. That's a key hero to take out. In July, still alive and kicking finger up down to get Icy Low, but he gets the time walk to the high ground. Belt of Strength. No, he doesn't get to the high ground, then loses the healing ward as well. I thought he made the time walk jump. Sylar now looking for a waveform. Has it before the time walk is back up. Can he backtrack? He's got only the 1 point. He's gonna miss the misses the waveform, but gets the kill anyways. Clockwork meanwhile barely escaping. Getting Ember Spirit there though. If you don't kill the Ember Spirit, he chases you, gets constant Searing Chain Sleight of Fist combos. Has the Fire Emblem to chase you as well. They at least prevented further damage being done by Chronosphering and bringing down Yao, but still not a good fight for HGT. And again, we see the healing ward brought down. That to me is one of those things where Ice yesterday on the Juggernaut, you could... he was juking and just baiting teams in to try and kill the healing ward, and half the time it wouldn't even be brought down. But so far the healing ward for HGT just has not proven to be anywhere near as effective as it seemed to have been for Vici Gaming's Ice yesterday. Partly the Morphling having that waveform to at least chase it down, because the healing ward, the benefit is it's got 450 movement speed, so unless you've got a haste rune or some way of closing the gap with a blink, or a waveform in this case, killing it is very difficult. Man, what's up with this Clockwork? He's looking mean. That ferocious mask here. Quick pause coming out, 8 kills to 5, LGD. With a slight edge here, although it mostly seems to be better farm distribution, because the top 2 farmers still on the HGT side, although no lead for them. The Void, kind of the one who's struggling, and to me that's one hero you'd want to have farm on. Like, oh, we'll see what Jug does with this Morbid Mask. If this is going to be some kind of Mask of Madness build, maybe a faster Vlad. If you want a 5-man, Vlad's is not a bad choice for the 5-man, although maybe an item I'd expect more air to pick up on the Troll. They do seem to want to play air more as that kind of main carry though. As Yao, safe as ever, can just fire him out as soon as he sees the Juggernaut, not waiting to get into some kind of scenario where he gets lifted up and burst down, although the lift alone I don't see being enough to kill him. So they definitely need the Chronosphere. When you've got to dedicate almost every... I feel like every Chronosphere has to catch and kill the Ember Spirit. That's their lockdown for killing Ember Spirit right now. Faith on his Zeus, level 7. He's got a surprisingly good amount of farm and levels as a support Zeus. That's always the worry running a support Zeus, is if he doesn't find kills, gets zoned out of the lane, suddenly it's 13 minutes in, you've got a level 5 Zeus with brown boots and like some branches and wards, like, but he's got Tranquils, he's got Soaring, he's got 23 CS with 2-1-2 scores, so this has been a good game for a support Zeus. Even the Lion, MMY with 1600 gold, looking at a very fast Blink Dagger on the LGD side, so the current farm level for both LGD supports is, I'd say, better than you'd expect. Especially considering HGT's early game kind of, let's rush at them with a Juggernaut, a Troll who can dominate his lane. The Void has been awfully quiet, and that's where I think HGT were, I mean, it's a Void versus Clockwork. He did kind of what he could. Not sure if it should have been as one-sided of a last inning matchup as it was. I think maybe Void could do I don't know. He went for the fast boots, which I think you do need, but maybe needed the Magic Stick before the boots was the one possible change he could have done. But there's not, I don't know, it's just a tough matchup, however you look at it, against the Clockwork. And one of Injuly's better heroes. So far this game, 007. He's been the assist man, playing that Jason Kidd role. As LGD, I'm going to have to quick reconnect here. Looks like Clockwork. The man himself I was just talking about in July. He's going to have some PC, internet, whatever problems it may be, but things have gone pretty smoothly here at the i-League LAN Farms. For those of you just tuning in, this is the winner bracket finals. LGD taking on HGT in a best of 3. Winner of this match in the grand finals with an over 100k prize pool. i-League proving to be a pretty big deal for some of these teams, especially some of the teams like HGT who are kind of on the rise, and LGD who are still kind of looking to prove themselves with this new roster. Most people saw this new LGD roster and were like, damn, they've got a lot of potential, but they've definitely not lived up to it. With MMY and Faith joining as a support duo, two of like the most experienced and like just damn good supports in China, combined with Sylar as a carry, who is like widely considered probably the best, like one of the, I mean, he's definitely like the best kind of farming oriented carry player in China, and then you look at Hao, who's probably the best kind of aggressive carry player in China. But you have this team of all-stars and it just hasn't really clicked, it hasn't really worked just yet. We'll see if things are changing at all. This is a good start for them as far as going deep in the i-League Land finals, and this game looking pretty good for them here in game number 1. Victory Gaming still in the tournament though. That's the scary thing. That's a team who may start slow in a tournament, but once they get on their A game, we've seen it at ESL 1, we've seen it at the Summit 2. This is a team who they're just a championship team. They've proven themselves, won titles, and do not break under pressure. And that's where LGD, I feel like there's a lot more riding on them to do well. There's a lot more pressure, and VG Gaming, it's like, well, they win, and there's no real I mean, there's expectations for them to do well, but at the same time, they've already proven themselves and don't have that same kind of burden carry them around. I mean, whereas for LGD, you've got TI2 champion in Faith, you've got Sylar, who's done so damn well on so many different teams, but well, as things stand right now, hopefully the game will continue soon. Just with the item progression coming out, will be a BKB rush coming out of the Troll Warlord, so definitely looking to fight as early as possible, and even use this, I would say, to some extent. You get the BKB, you can try and control the Roshan pit. Mask of Madness is the item of choice for ZSMJ though, so I'm looking for those big Omni Slash kills and just the extra mobility that this provides as well. But if he gets caught, you do not want to get caught with this on when you're not Omni Slashing or Blade Freaking. That's where a Finger of Death or Zeus Lightning Bolt will tear you to shreds. Very high risk, high reward kind of item. Can help, and definitely a place where he's going to have to play very defensively in these fights. Like, he'll look to use it at an opportunity to blow up one hero, but then he's going to get the hell out of there. That's where the Void's Chronospheres have to be on point, and the Void's lack of items right now is a bit of a concern, I feel, for HGT. Sure, he had a tough early game lane stage, but he has not found any catch-up farm. He gets bullied out of lane somewhat by Sylar. Just the Treads Aquila are not really cutting it as far as being able to fight in lane, and we'll have to see where he goes. If he rushes a BKB, or in theory you'd be stopping off for the Mask of Madness, but he may feel like he just needs to rush a straight BKB at this point and just rely on the battle trance to give him some extra damage and just staying alive. So seems that there has been some Dota 2 network issues today. It took me a while to actually get onto Dota 2. Some Steam issues, whatever it may be. So I'm not sure if that's maybe affecting things for the worse right now as well. And hopefully not too many more delays here. So just the one BO3 though, so not too much Dota 2 action. Was meant to be joined by Winter, but you guys can head on over to twitter.com/winterdota and flame him for bailing me in the last minute, so leaving me here by my lonesome self. And it's okay. I like a good solo cast, especially when it's 1BO3. Nice and chill, nice and relaxed, and some amazing Dota. i-League has just been fantastic as far as the actual quality of the games. Some intense games. Even the games yesterday where Victory Gaming 4-0 stomped MVP as well as IG, they were just playing really sharp, refined Dota. Ice, his Tide Hunter, or Jal, as the joke has been going on, Jal God. His Tide and his Juggernaut, his just big variety of heroes has proven to be something amazing. That to me is Isis streak. That's where to me he is the best offlaner out there right now. He plays anything. And he creates space with anything. You put him on an unconventional hero, you put him on a dying offlane, you put him on a Ricky offlane, and he'll make it work 9 times out of 10. He has his off games where things just won't work and he'll end up again and again being too aggressive and getting caught out, but more often than not he makes these weird unconventional heroes work. And then he makes the standard ones like Tide work in a different way. He was kind of the first one to pioneer that super tanky max Kraken first Tide Hunter, maxing it even over the Anchor Smash against certain lineups. And he doesn't go the typical refresher type build that we see most Tides go. He just takes the hell up. But he's waiting in the lower bracket for the loser of this match. Bottom lane, ZSMJ goes in with a Mask of Madness, Omni Slash gets 1 kill, followed by the Blade Free. These squishy supports do not match up well. against the Omni Slashing Juggernaut. Not to mention the Blaze Fury. Great hero to have against Zeus and Lion, and a pause comes out. Whoopsie. Wonder what happened there. Hopefully that was not related to the 2 deaths, but to me it looked like Juggernaut just got the best of them. Got the initiation off on them. And that's 2 dead supports, and that's the kind of kills HGT you need right now. ZSMJ topping the net worth chart by about 1,200 gold over the Morphling of LGD, Sylar. And Sylar, 1,400 on him. We'll have to see where he goes as far as items. And Void Troll Jug, a lot of physical damage. Could pick up the fast Ghost Scepter to go into the E-Blade. No huge need for a Lincoln Sphere, just the telekinesis you'd be blocking. So I feel like an E-Blade rush is alright. If he wants to go more fighting build, maybe he rushes something like a Skadi for the stats. Let's see what option he takes here. Game will be resumed, and looks like LGD are ready to get things back underway here at the I-League. Winner bracket finals, game 1 between LGD and HGT. Sylar's back top to get his farm on. And that's definitely, I feel like, what LGD need to do. Farm these lanes, try and protect Roshan should HGT go for it, which I think they will around the time Troll gets his BKB. Oh man, this Jug now with Yasha as well. His mobility, he's got 518 movement speed with the Phase Mask of Madness. You get the tether movement speed, you now get a Yasha for some extra mobility. And this guy is going to be tricky to deal with. You've got to try to lock him down as fast as possible. That's where this Blink Lion is going to be important, I feel. Get a Blink Hex on him and try and burst him down before there's any kind of time for a response from a Chronosphere or from a Wisp Relocate Tether out. There's that slight delay where you have to time walk in or wait for the Relocate cast time. Where if you Blink Hex Feature with like a waveform in, you can maybe burst him down. But I imagine after this, yeah, we maybe see, I don't know, if he goes Manta style, if you get the Blink Hex before he Mantas, he's still looking pretty good. Could go for a Sanji, even a Sanjin Yasha, I feel. The extra HP from a Sanjin Yasha and getting a fast Sanjin Yasha could be pretty damn nice as well. This Chug just, he farms fast, he's not falling behind. With Max Blade Dance and the movement speed plus attack speed that he gets from out of this build, his farming efficiency is right up there. Definitely farming faster than Morphling right now, it feels like. Although Morphling, with that tower, does actually break the gap between him and the Juggernaut, thanks to the tower money. I see now going to make his way down. Pretty hard. Well, you're pretty dead. Easy pick off there. The Finger of Death not needed, but that's more LGD saying, let's play this safe, burst him down, and then get out in case there's heroes. If there's like a Chronosphere behind him, and here comes that Chronosphere. They've spotted Faith here with this Observer Ward, which actually just expires. In mid lane, it's actually going to be Air battling it out with Yao. Now the Blink Lion's online, as well as the Clockwork Blade Mail. So a couple core items go LGD's way, and we'll see what they can make out of these. As there will be a bounty room waiting for Yao at the bottom lane.
Never refuse gold given.
No Finger of Death though for MMY, and I feel like the burst is somewhat lacking without the Finger of Death because of how tanky heroes like Void and Troll Warlord can be. Juggernaut is sitting on 1k HP, he's actually a little bit below, so he's potential kill, but unless Faith is there as well, but getting Faith in range without a Blink or Force Staff on him is tricky, and if he's in range for Bolts, Ulti, Arc Lightning so he can get the static build procs, he's likely in a kind of dangerous position. They're smoking without Yao as well. I feel like fighting without Yao maybe not the best idea. These 3 heroes without Finger of Death, getting kills not going to be easy for them. Maybe they try and bait Yao out and get him involved in the fight through that, but this is a risky play to smoke with these 3. But with the Clockwork Blade, could see things work here. ZSMJ says Ancients, well, easy pick off. And it is getting pinged out here. LGD from the side, do spot this one. Level 2 Omni Slice, so they start with the Zeus and they want to blow up their Wisp here. We're still alive. ZSMJ, the one who gets one-shotted here, then Chronosphere gets cancelled. ZSMJ left alone in the cogs, and with good reason. You do not want to fight into the Omni Slash right now. 17 one charges available, so he's got the mana for Omni Slash, for another Blade Fury. He's going to pop the 1 charges now, and that was, yeah, again, they needed the Ember Spirit there if they want to kill that Wisp. They also, because they didn't have Finger of Death, if they have Finger of Death, you're probably finding some kills and doing okay there, but I feel like their burst damage is kind of built around the Lion ultimate cooldown right now. Still creating space for Sylar, and to some extent. Not like it slowed down ZSMJ though, who was farming Ancients and didn't really miss a beat there. He's still 700 gold ahead of the Morphling, continue to farm the bottom lane, has another 2k gold in the bank, and we'll see where he looks to go. I think in Manta style, just for trying to dodge some of these spells and just make life a bit harder for the Clockwork, the Lion still a decent choice here. This scales slightly better to the lake end compared to the sun from the ocean. He's going to have so much attack speed though, this Jug, with battle chest from the Troll Warlord, something we mentioned a few times, but you're giving a lot of attack speed to heroes who benefit from it, and the Juggernaut as well as the Faceless Void. This is where Sylar has rushed the Ghost Scepter, will be going E-Blade. I just wonder how much he's going to be using this E-Blade like on himself to keep himself alive from like an Omni Slash and other things. Not going to be as aggressive as an E-Blade as you normally may see. So, Clockwork is going to continue what he can do at bottom lane, and there's the Troll BKB. I mentioned this may be time to go for a potential Roshan. If they can keep the lanes pushed out, which is not easy to do. If they group up ever, it's Sylar kind of solo pushing that top lane, pressuring a tier 2 tower. Oh, Kaka at bottom. Dire Observer actually not really scouting out the tower. Did not go very far down. They're going to miss both. Holy moly, that was bad. LGD, MMY, he's getting hit by the tower. He's stuck on the trees. He's just dead. ZSMJ TPs him with the Blaze Trigger. Has he got the one charges? He may need a bit more mana here. Does not have the Omni Slash, but does not need it. Mask of Madness crits down the Zeus, and that's 2 dead at the bottom lane. What a misplay coming out of the LGD Gank squad. And that looked like something out of Cirque. In July and MMY. Well, looking like court jesters there, so we'll have a lift in the mid lane, and yeah, it's going to be fine. There's a Chronosphere, which is the one thing to be worried about, but he does see Icy Bottom. Easy push coming out, and ZSMJ looks like just a casual. He's hit up 3.5k gold, could pick up something pretty damn nice. But you've got Blade Fury, uh-oh, in July, that was a blind. You gotta look at this vision. This is... You put it right here. What a benefit to putting it here versus putting it here. I mean, it's a little easier to... That's it. Like, that's the main thing with this... Whole point of having this ward. You're seeing this direction, so you can...
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's what caused that fight to go to...
Dire's structures are fortified.
That questionable ward placement.
Has fallen.
Goes in, it's the Rubik who will get the lift off, but he's already dead. Yeah, fighting into an E-Blade, could see the Morphling now make plays to help out his teammate inside that. Actually sitting with his team now, so wanting to try and use that to catch HET. But who are you actually killing here? If Troll's got plenty of time to BKB it off with the E-Blade projectile. Jug can Blade Fury dodge the damage, I want to say. You see that projectile coming, you just Blade Fury it off. And you have heroes like Void who, well, maybe a slightly better target, but he can even time walk away. So I feel like the E-Blade was, the Ghost Scepter at least was a good item, and this is probably is an E-Blade game, but... This goes work out from, I like this pickup. The Battle Fury for ZSMJ, he's got a ton of damage output now, not to mention he's just going to farm and push out lanes so fast. He's just going to apply a lot more pressure quicker to these lanes. And now, hasn't gone for the Roshan yet, has got 10-second BKB still in his pocket. Waiting for the right time to bring that one out. And LGD, I feel, are actually kind of not matching up well right now. They're even on farm right now. The Sylar Morphling is still something to be feared, but this feels like a game where Sylar has to get to stand a chance to fight HGT. Space and room for Sylar to farm and win around the 25 to 30 minute mark. I'm now myself, so we're going to see a Battle Fury for Yao.
Radiant's top tower is
Dataless
under attack.
before you can really do too much or stand a chance, because HGT are ready to fight ready to fight now. And the Battlefield pickup just going to allow Morphling on farm. Normally you think Silent Morphling and he may start slow, but he'll catch up and get ahead. We will be seeing it. Top lane, they will go for the Chronosphere. He stole it.
Mega kill! The fine line between bravery.
Hella. That's what I'm talking about. Blood and not missing a beat. If he bladed himself, he could have maybe survived that one, but he also... The wisp, the coconuts...
God's wrath.
Oh, they do end up getting the kill. Zeus. Well, just into his own jungle. This is just not a hero you can really fight or kill. Blink Hex, here we go. This is a puppy pause if I've ever seen one. LGD have all the time in the world to discuss. Like, okay, let's see. What arguments to go? What's the arguments for going for the kill and not going for the kill? And the main ones here is like, there's no Chronosphere, there's no relocate. We've got a Blink Hex on him. We can get him before he BKBs, and I think this is actually a kill if they go for it. You Blink Hex, Impale, Finger. Zeus just needs. Zeus is not offering much. Which he's not. Yeah, he's only getting 2 mana a second, so he'll have 1 Arc Lightning, maybe 2. So this is, yeah, this is a kill. I want to say, but well, not gonna be easy. Ember Spirit. Go for a double Fire Remnant. Double Fire Remnant, Finger, Impale. The damage close, and I think they get it, but it's very, very borderline. Someone out there is running the mental math. Ben's he'd be like running some quick figures in his head. From the Ember Spirit and like 1 Arc Lightning from a Zeus. How much damage is that? And I think I'll wait for Injuly to reconnect and get things back underway. Injuly has his 4 stuff now to go with the Blade Mail. And see some of the items coming out here. Juggernaut, 3k gold for him, and see where he looks to go next. See what the plan is going to be for him. Maybe just completes the Manta style. There's a lot of room to grow as far as getting big late game items as well. At some point you need to go high ground, although I guess that's more the Troll Warlord who's in charge of that. He's got an Ultimate Orb, which is probably a Lincoln Sphere. I think he's going full defensive, just wants protection from the Blink Hex, which is maybe about to kill him. I think this is... yeah, Lincoln's or Manta Style's possible as well. Skadi, I mean, the slow does go through a late game BKB Morphling, but I don't think you want a Skadi for air. I guess it's okay, the slow, the extra armor, you get a lot, you just get good stats out of it. But I don't think this is a Skadi game. And is there any merit to getting a Hex here? Morphling's not going Lincoln, so if you want to be able to initiate in, having a Hex is nice, but the thing is, you haven't got like a gap closer. If you have like a Blink Hex, it's one thing, but for someone like a Troll Warlord, getting in close, you've got the Relocate, which is kind of okay. Could be. If you're saying we're going late game and we want to have a Scythe of Ice, Troll Warlord may be one of the heroes who could buy it. You got plenty of damage between Void and Juggernaut right now, and the Battle Trance giving everyone damage. You've got the Overcharge as well. The attack speed is just insane right now. Where am I looking here? Where's that Wisp? Hiding in the trees. He's gone invisible mode. Is this Wisp actually invisible? I see no Wisp. Where are you, Wisp? Here we go. Blink Hex, not gonna happen. MMY is AFK. Or just hide.
Tower is under attack.
And Dude's gonna lose his mana from the soaring, so he's gonna scout out from the high ground. They see air once more. No Radiant Vision has spotted HGT just yet. And this is what HGT sees. So they see in July mid. And if you're HGT, what are you thinking? Where are you thinking the LGD heroes are? You see no one. You see the Morphling TPing top. You kind of expect him to be TPing alone. You see Clockwork mid. You're probably thinking they're kind of either like around this tier 2 mid area, maybe at the Ancients, farming some Ancients on Ember Spirit with the help of the supports. But you've got to think, where are the Lion and Zeus right now? And putting yourself in the HGT mindset. Definitely Zeus looking to deward the map. I mean, you can kind of expect him maybe to be down in this bottom area to some extent. Like this cliff here is like a good place to be trying to deward. You want to even taking control of this area of the jungle and like the far right is one thing, but right here on top of this hill, I don't think Air expects that, and that's exactly where Zeus is right now. Lion's moving in close as well, and the thing is, Troll's probably not expecting a gank to come when Morphling's top with an E-Blade and Clockwork's mid. So this three-hero duo, wow. English, please. This three-hero duo could kill off Air. Potentially. And as far as what LGD see, they see, they're looking at Air here in the neutral camp. They don't see anyone else though, and that's really the big scare. You go in on him, who's sitting behind him, like at this big camp, at this tier 1 mid tower? Where are these kind of other heroes lurking around? They know there's no Chronos. Well, they should know there's no Chronosphere. The pauses always mess with your cooldowns, because like you're playing a Dota game, and you know roughly when an ultimate gets used, and like even if you're not writing down timers, any like 5k MMR plus Dota players will like know roughly when a spell's back online. Assuming they had the map awareness or saw it get used, they'll be like, okay, you just, even without looking at the timer, you just have a feeling. Like it's this kind of like in the back of your mind, okay, it was used 90 seconds ago, it's back up roughly now. Problem is the pauses mess with that. To me, that's one of the things I always get thrown off by playing just Dota 2 matchmaking is pauses with when it comes to like a Ravage cooldown, a Chronosphere cooldown. If there's like a long 2-3 minute pause because someone disconnects, you unpause and you kind of forget like, wait, how long ago was that? You have to really think a lot harder about when the cooldowns are coming back up. So that to me is one of the big things about pauses. They do throw off the tempo of the game a lot, and you have to look at the game and focus in a very different way. You have to, put a lot more effort into just focusing on like where the current game is and what your objectives are, where you're actually looking to move around the map, as opposed to just kind of playing. It's a less natural feeling, I think, is the main thing there. I feel so much of Dota is just like instinct and kind of like there's so much natural movement around the map, and pauses kind of mess with that. But we'll see what the plan's going to be here. The TP top from Sile, I think it's been scouted out by, they have the creeps there. Whether or not they've actually looked up there, we'll have to wait and see. I want to piss people off, I can up the sound of that TP noise. It's not as loud as it used to be. That used to be deafening loud, that TP noise. But unfortunately for LGD, well, for the i-League, there seems to be some PC issues for in July. This is a LAN tournament going on in China. So, not internet related, but it seems to be maybe his specific PC having some issues. But there we go, he's reconnected now, and let's see what the plan's going to be. MMY is going to make his way there. They need Yao as well, I'd say. Faith has no mana apart from one Arc Lightning in 3 seconds. So he'll have an Arc Lightning, a singular Arc Lightning, and here they go. They're going to bring in Yao. He's going to finish off this camp. Thing is, he already finished off and is moving to the next one. The question is, do they now look to follow and track him? They're pinging this out, and MMY says, let's see if he goes here, and he's not. So he's going to go mid. And Faith gets down a pretty aggressive. This ward, much better than the one at bottom lane, which I assume was his. We often see it kind of further up here because it can scout this direction. Again, slightly different to what you'd normally plan. As you can see the vision it gives here. It does see down in this camp. But I feel like you put it like this spot here, it sees this way as well as this way. So, again, interesting ward placements coming out, which I just feel are like slightly suboptimal. Very small things, but I don't know. LGD now, are they actually, I don't know if they can secure Roshan for themselves. I feel like this is a risky play. Chronosphere's come back up. Omni Slash is coming back up. There's a relocated, and Jug has bought. He's got BKB. He's actually got the BKB, so he wants to be able to fight outside of Omni Slash. Blade Fury is not really damage output at this stage of the game. It's more like, oh, I need Magic Immunity or I want to TP out. But Blade Fury means, BKB means he can just man up and fight. Chronosphere going to catch two. Here comes a relocate right in the perfect spot with an Omni Slash. Here's MJ going to BKB. Wants to just right click people down here, but he needs to find a target. He finds the Clockwork. He actually 4 stops away, and HGT have lost 3 instantly. The Blade Fury Ember Spirit doing a ton of damage. ZSMJ is yet to find a target. Gets locked in place post BKB. Blade Fury's where they're going to lose air. They've lost 4, and ZSMJ on the run, being chased down by Yao. It's the Yao Ember Spirit. Can he get the Searing Chains? There's a TP out. Searing Chains. You betcha. 5 dead for nothing. Triple kill for Sylar. It's an all-around disaster. Even with a decent enough Chronosphere, ZSMJ just got found even with a BKB. That to me looked like the fight for HGT. You just picked up a BKB ready to go and nothing happened. The insta-give coming out from the E-Blade. The Blade Fury from Yao doing a ton of damage as well, and holy moly, that fight went horrendous for HGT. So much magic burst damage out of the Zeus, out of the Lion, and well, the burst damage just killed off HGT too damn fast. We'll see Roshan get claimed, and Sylar picks up the Aegis. He's now got himself a big pile of gold as well, and that is maybe a sign of things to come here for LGD. Faceless Void, he's saying, man, guys, I think I need a BKB right now. They had 2 BKBs that fight on Troll and Jug. Battle Trance, everything you could hope for. The Jug, I mean, the Wisp Jug, the relocated, I don't think there was anything wrong with the place they relocated in, but he waited to Omni Slash. He wanted to BKB right click. I think he just needed to go for the insta Omni Slash and save the BKB for the post Omni Slash maybe. I mean, it looked like the fight, even if he'd done that, I think the fight was just already lost. The LGD got 3 insta kills that fight. I mean, that's the fight I want to go back and watch again, just to see exactly what happened, but HGT got annihilated, that's for sure. That's one thing I know. Now you get your Ghost Scepters coming up. The LGD support's going to say, well, what you going to do against Ghost Scepters? And this is, to me, the big weakness of these kind of Tricore lineups with a lot of physical damage. Support, all they need is a Ghost Scepter or a 4-staff, and suddenly they're looking like they're somewhat invincible, or at least they can stay alive for that extra 5-10 seconds by kiting enemy core heroes around. If you're a support and you can kite core, and that's a huge advantage to have. Chase is on, hook shot, not going to land. Kaka's going to reload. Home perhaps. A TP now. It's a long TP though. I don't know what it was TPing. I think Jug, and that was a 4-second TP. I think they would have cancelled anyways, even if he TP'd himself back to base. And it's off. And LGD find themselves with a much more conventional draft, and well, with heroes who have like with E-Blade, Manta style now coming.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Up to Ghost Scepter, the Blade Mail in. Basket right now. And they're just getting blown to pieces. And now we're going
fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under
attack. He actually can't defend for 12 seconds. Oh dear. And then
Radiant's top tower has
on a 3-wave. He can TP in 3, but they're gonna...
tower is under attack. Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
July, but he's got Ghost Scepter and 4-staff, so... One more Slide of Fist is going to finish off the job. Icing on the cake for LGD, who's already secured themselves a big strategic... And they're going to go back in. Why not? E-Blade, shotgun completed. Morphling blows up the Troll Waller. They won pretty hard as well. They'll get him in. This may just be GG. They've still got Aegis. They could look to... no, they've got to get the tier 2 tower. So no possible swing to these other lanes here. Yao says, I'll finish off this Rax. Why not? Faith comes in as well. Faith, the Zeus. Your Zeus is manning up and going for those kind of plays. You know you're in a good position. And July gonna now start working on an Aghanim Scepter as he picks up a point booster, and this game looking fantastic for LGD, who can regroup, go for another lane. It looks like mid lane may be that lane of choice. As Sylar, it looks like he replicate TP'd home and he's back with full HP, full mana, and also full agi. He's looking for a kill. I see still BKB-less, has about 200-300 gold to go for that one. Bottom lane, they actually went for a kill here. What happened? A blink out happened. That was a relocate in and a BKB used. And nothing claimed. They also, you now know, Jug's BKB is on cooldown. First it was the SMJ with no TP, this time it's no BKB. He's played an amazing game to get HGT in a good position, but his last 2 minutes have left something to be desired. And LGD Raider looked to siege high ground with the Morphling Aegis. Well, there's a BKB for the Void, but I feel like you go with this next replay. It's still 30 seconds before Jug's BKB is back up, but LGD seem to have other things in mind. Let's play it safe. Aegis was about to expire. You know, I've seen one too many, and LGD have probably experienced one too many. You go for that high ground push, your Aegis expires, you die 2 seconds later, and suddenly the game's been lost, so. Roshan respawning in 4 minutes time. They see air though. It looks like they want to make an initiation on him. Hook, blink, and Hex a bit late, but I'm not sure if it's going to matter. They get the impale. He gets hit by a Cogs as well. Has a BKB, but now mana being drained, and Icy in all sorts of trouble. He can BKB and do nothing. Can't even Mask of Madness right now. He's looking to get the mana. He goes to Int Treads even, and BKB about to wear off. He's gonna go for the Mask of Madness. Gets hit by the Searing Chains on 2. There comes him off, like E-Blades down the Void. The damage gonna kill the Rubik as well. What a absolutely catastrophic initiation. The Void didn't want to commit to the Chronosphere, didn't want to commit to the BKB. In the end, it's the Impale from MMY hitting him on the Time Walk in. If he doesn't get that Impale, that Chronosphere comes out, catches MMY as well as in July, and possibly gets HGT 2 key kills. HGT, they're done for. MMY.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The SMJ is just going for some split push at top lane, and there's even a scout.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
What Sylar does. This is what LGD do, right?
Radiant's middle barracks have fallen.
Clicking together. Back again. To me is possibly
That would be a treat.
the end for HGT. Is maybe one last hurrah, try and kill the Morphling off as he doesn't have a Lincoln Sphere, but you hex guy, suddenly there's an Ember Spirit coming in, suddenly there's a Clockwork hooking in, suddenly there's a Lion with a Blink 5 hero Impale because it's MMY. And well, it's no real guarantees that a fight's going to go well just because you hex up Sylar in. Seems they want to wait for Roshan. At this point, if HGT don't GG out, you say, okay, they want to play and they want to look for a comeback, we're going to make sure there's no comeback potential, so you don't go all in for that bottom lane of Raxus, perhaps, unless you're really confident. You can wait for Roshan, which is, I guess, not up for at least another 45 seconds and possibly 3 to 4 minutes. So maybe they actually will go for another lane. At least go for the T2 tap. Moving away has not seen a Hex just yet, I believe, so they need to be a little bit careful, but they're going to back off and check out Roshan now. It seems farming in the jungle. And they have seen air now, so they'll scout out this site of ice. And TC SMJ, despite the last few fights going terribly wrong, has kept up pretty well on farm, has fallen behind, but this build is just so efficient. Just taking control of that enemy jungle. They left the Fire in, and this is a pretty fast Roshan respawn. 1 minute of a max 3, and here we will go. Void goes in, Chronosphere catches out 2 with Sylar. Pretty Hole going to be the return kill. Icy. Okay. They're going to look for In July. Full sub out with the Ghost Scepter. And it looks like In July may be done for here. The key kill on Sylar with the help of the Hex from air. Nice Chronosphere coming out from Icy. And it's the BKB from the Void, which he couldn't really use to good effect until now. Juggernaut still even has the Omni Slash, so the first kind of signs of life, the first good team fight for HGT gets them about a 4.5k gold swing, but it still feels like possibly too little too late. Oh, they would love Roshan to have been alive then. If they had gotten an Aegis off of that, it would have been huge. Yeah, they're going to go back in and check. Air still wants it. He's like, come on, just right now. If he just stay in 5 seconds longer. Radiant Courier. Radiant Courier. It's going to see Roche. There we go. Do they see it? Do they ping it? No, they didn't see it. Roshan is much better than the tier 2 tower right now, but they have not scouted yet. They're going to go for the tier 2 tower. The question is, do they fall back and go for Roshan? Morphling is going to respawn in 5 seconds time, so this is pinging it, but I think they're saying, yeah, they're all alive. We actually maybe can't do this. Nope, Void. Big risky play, but the kind of risky play you maybe have to make. LGD in the neighborhood. Ember Spirit has a Slider Fist from the high ground. He's invis as well, and he's going to go for the Slider Fist. Healing Ward's going to help heal them up as well. Fire it in. Icy's getting low already on the Void. They're going committing to this one. Aegis is there. Morphling going to wave through. Going to do a lot of damage. Void gets the Aegis, so going to deal with the Healing Ward. Sylar thrown up in the air. He may go down to the Omni Slash here. He can't E-Blade. Full stuff to the high ground, but he's still dead. CSMJ falls in. Has a... Oh, no, he didn't get the Aegis. Aegis went to the Void. Now the Healing Ward going to go down. They're going to push Icy back. They killed him once. Going to kill him a second time. Finger of Death to the high ground. Icy on the run, but there's going to be a Fire Remnant up there. Yao not going to chase. He wants Kaka instead, and they'll get Kaka. Once again, Sylar is dead, and almost got to the Roshan pit in time, but just barely we see the Aegis picked up. If the Jug had the Aegis, things would have been absolutely amazing for him. And Jug somehow chased the force up to the high ground. It looked like LGD had saved Sylar with... That's not the case. Pretty hard now. Well, he's going to get caught out, and that's 3 of a buyback, and that may be forced out. Sylar would love to have money for a boots of travel to get in here, but shot mid-air. Hulk's back, trying to just force out a BKB, which he only just now gets, and he's going to have to use it immediately. If they actually trapped him inside the cogs, that may have been a kill, because there was still 2 seconds to do some damage before BKB was back up. Not to mention just trapping him in the cogs. Even if he BKBs, you just right-click him down. Here comes Sylar. Can't really sell anything for boots of travel. All he can do is TP to that tier 2 mid and have his team wait out for him. But HGT going to have Juggernaut back alive by the time Sylar gets here. Not going to need to use that buyback. And Glyph available as well, but the creep waves keep on coming in from both mid lane and top lane. And this is just... the late game plan, I'm just not sure what it is for HGT when you're down 4 racks. They've got 3 physical damage core heroes. If they can keep Sylar hexed up and... like, the Hex Omni Slash is the way to go, because if he's not hexed, he just E-Blades himself and doesn't take damage from the Omni Slash, but... you saw there a lot of damage output. The other thing is Diffusal Blade. You can actually counter the E-Blade and the Ghost Scepter to some extent with this Diffusal Blade. And that's where I feel Sylar may go back for a late game Linken's. Deal with the Hex, deal with the Diffusal. Smart pickup coming up as CSMJ to get this Diffusal. This Morphling has gone full strength, 0 armor on Pretty Hole right now. You gotta do what you gotta do, and right now it's the nuke damage that's hurting him, not so much the physical damage. Faith, uh-oh, he's found the Wisp, and Juggernaut further up, he's BKB looking for an escape, gets down the Healing Ward. This is maybe going to save his life, the 4-star 40, no, that didn't work. Gets taken out and maybe forced to buy back. People on the mid lane, Cronus is still available, but Void gets blown to pieces by Sylar. Can he buy back? Yes, he can.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He just bought a Meta style. Oh no.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower.
Well, I mean, you're down 4 racks. I don't know. Buying his last item there, and